Call the June 24th meeting to order. Roll call, Mr. Bizarre. Here. Ms. Conforti.
Here.
Ms. Hurst.
Here.
Ms. Rivas.
Here.
And myself, Mr. Cabral here. Item number 2, public communication, closed session items. Any member of the audience desiring to comment on a closed session item may do so when the board president asks for public comments. Please step to the podium, state your name. It should be appreciated if you would limit your comments to 3 minutes. Per board policy BB 9323, individual speakers may be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional persons speak only if they have something new to add. At this time, would any members of the public wish to address the board? All right, seeing none. We will go to closed session at 5:01. Or I'm sorry, 5:31. 6 p.m. We're gonna be starting with our flag salute. If you please stand. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4B, report out of action items taken in closed session. There was none. Item 5, public communication agenda and non-agenda items. Any person wishing to comment on agenda and non-agenda items may do so. Please step to the podium and state your name. It would be appreciated if you would limit your comments to 3 minutes. California law prohibits the school board from taking action on any matter which is not on the posted agenda unless it is determined to be an emergency by the board. Per board policy BB 9323, individual speakers may be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional persons speak only if they have something new to add. Item number 6, approval of the agenda.
I move we approve.
Second that. But we need to remove item L
Right.
before we approve that.
That's not.
Well, I know, but we approve the
Okay, yeah.
agenda.
Correct. So approval of the agenda,
We remove item L,
move them item L by,
approval of updated job description of school nurse.
Mhm.
who seconds that?
I would.
Tim? Okay. Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Ms. Conforti,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
Myself, Mr. Cabral votes aye, 5-0. Item number 7, information discussional items. Item A, 24-25, local performance indicator self-reflection.
So this is an annual requirement as part of the California dashboard. There are 5 indicators that are done locally through, we've had the LCAP meetings, we pulled the data, and we've had the parent groups, the staff groups looking at it. So this is that reporting out, which is required by us annually. So again, it's the California dashboard and you can see, sorry, it's a little small there, but the local measures is there's 5 bullets there, the second paragraph down. And those are what we have to report out before the end of July, I believe. Okay. There we go. So the 5 local measures, we have the teacher assignment, safe and clean buildings, instructional materials for all students. I think you remember Matt Vargas coming and giving the FIT report awards for each site.
Right.
And all the schools are up in the high 90s. So that our safe and clean buildings we do well. So again, and then the 3 ratings are met, not met, and not met for 2 or more years. You get an automatic not met for 2 or more years. if you don't report this on time or you don't report it at all. And last year, I believe we reported as met, but because I don't think it was at the August board meeting, which was after the deadline.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
gonna be reported on our dashboard as not met for 2 years. So this should remediate that. So again, just to kind of remind the public of where this is at and what you would enter to find it, Newman Cross Landing near Newman. And again, these are the areas we're reporting on, these 5 areas here. And that I basically took snips of what it says right now for us. So, but it did say that we did report that we met it, but officially it's unmet for 2 years because of the time. So this is the priority number 1. So this is the total number of FTEs with the clear credential 82.4, out of field 2.7. And then the teachers that are on intern and ineffective does not mean they were an ineffective teacher. So what that means is they're on a PIP or a STIP or one of those short-term staff permits. So a 30-day clearance to hold over their credential at the time of this snapshot. Okay. And then again, students without access of own copies of standards aligned, 0. Identified instances where facilities did not meet good repair, 0. So those are all good. And I have for this one, it's the LCAP priority 2. And the question there, number 1, rate the LAA's progress providing professional. And I wanted you to see what the numbers meant. It's really, beginning to fully implemented and sustainable. So most of ours are fully implemented or fully implemented and sustainable according to the rubric that we have to measure everything by. Science is at initial implementation because we have the next generation science standards. So that's why that's there. And we can go, and again, in the report, you have all the details on this, but I was just kind of bringing out the highlights so that we can meet the state requirements to get this on. And again, right here, we're at fully implemented or fully implementation and sustainability for every one of those, making instructional materials that are aligned. And again, all those are the lines up in the chart are the same, but the question is a little bit different that we're judging or rating it on. Implementation policies and programs to sustain staff and identifying areas where they can improve and delivering instructions. Again, next generation science standards are at the initial implementation. And this one here is our implementation, each of the following academic standards adopted by the state board for all students. And they're all 5s except for the world language. And right now our world language, we offer 1 language, and that's Spanish. The next one, these are all priority 2s. The second category, rate the LA's success in engaging the following activities, teachers, school administrators during the prior year, including the summer preceding each school year. And again, we are fully implemented, but we haven't checked the box for sustainability yet on that, meeting that criteria. Building relationships between school staff and families, we're again full implementation, and 2 of them are fully implemented with sustainability. Now we go into priority 3, or that last one was priority 3, wasn't it? Yes, parent and family engagement. And then this one is building partnerships for student outcomes. The other one, the one that is initial, is rate the LA's progress in supporting families to understand and exercise their legal rights and advocate for their own students and all students. We have a few that are very good at this, but we have a few that so. And the same thing here, all 4s with 1-5. Seeking input for decision making. And I think you saw a big uptick in that with the second cup of coffees for our parents at the sites. And then the school climate survey, this is just some results from the local indicators for healthy kids survey done back in February. Give you a chance to look at those.
Did we send out a questionnaire for this one?
Yes, that's a California Healthy Kids Survey. I
Okay.
believe it's
Okay.
all done at certain grade levels. Yep. And then priority number 7. Use measures to track the extent to which students have access to and are enrolled in a broad course of study.
Have we upgraded the catalog? Because I heard some parents say that size. Oh, sorry.
I said something to the parent. I said, I believe the catalogs
Yeah.
are online. And she said, oh, well, can't we have a paper one? And I said, if you call the district, they might be able to give you a paper one. I know I hated to say that for you having. to
Yeah, I
buy
know,
copies.
if they go to the school sites, they should be able to get a copy printed out if that's what they wanted. yeah.
Okay,
But all the offices should have a digital copy that they can print out for any parent. that-
one of the parents said, you know, like the catalogs years ago, if you entered 9th grade and they gave you everything you had to have before you graduated.
Mhm.
And if something happened, you still went by the same catalog that you entered.
Right, your
the high school.
catalog year.
That is correct, right? Because that's what I told them. And I said, ooh,
And that even happens with the CTE. So a lot of times the state will update their CTE. But if you're a
Mhm.
sophomore in a pathway, you still follow the same guidelines that you started in.
that you
to-
start,
to complete it, yeah.
because it
You have to
changes.
see that group, you have to see that group through.
Okay, that's what I told her, but I wanted to double check. I said, if it was a different, I would let her know.
You can't to their senior year, say you have to have 4 years of PE when the requirement was 2 when they started. So, yeah,
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Any other questions?
thank you.
thank you.
All right. Item 8, consent calendar. Consent calendar items are routine in nature and usually do not require board discussion. Individual items may be removed by board members and presented for discussion and separate action. The consent calendar will be adopted by a roll call vote. Can I get a motion to approve the consent calendar listed with the exception of item L being removed?
I move we accept the consent calendar after taking off L.
Thank
I'll
you,
second that.
Mr. Reeves. Mr. Rizar. Aye. Ms. Conforti.
Aye.
Ms. Hurst.
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And myself, will aye, 5-0. Item 9, action items. Part A, approve authorized agents for Newman Crozani Unified School District. Can I get a motion for item A, action item?
I'll make that motion. I'll second that.
Mr. Rizar.
Aye.
Ms. Forty.
Aye.
Ms. Hurst.
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And myself, Mr. Quabble's aye, 5-0. Item B, approval declaration and need for fully qualified educators. Can I get a motion for item number B?
I make a motion for approval of declaration of need for fully qualified educators.
Somebody get a second?
I'll second that.
Mr. Rizar.
Aye.
Ms. Forty.
Aye.
Ms. Hurst.
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
So, Mr. Corral, 5-0. Item C, approval for a provisional internship permit for Edith Gonzalez. Can I get a motion for item number C?
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Mr. Forty,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
So, 5-0. Item number D, approve tentative agreement between Newman Crozani Unified School District and the California School Employees Association, CSEA 551, for the 23 to 24 school year. Can I get a motion for
So
item?
moved.
I'll second.
Mr. Rizar,
Aye.
Ms. Forty,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And myself also aye, 5-0. Item E, approve CSEA 2023 to 2024 salary schedule. Can I get a motion for
I
item
move.
E?
For E.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Ms. Forty,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
Myself, vote aye, 5-0. Item number F, approve 24-25 phase 3 salary schedule. Can I get a motion for item F?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Ms. Conforti,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
Myself, vote aye, 5-0. Item G, approve 24-25 consolidated application for categorical funding. Can I get a motion for item G?
I'll make
So
that.
moved.
I'll second.
Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Ms. Conforti,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
So, 5-0. Item H, approval of 24-25 local control and accountability plan, the LCAP. Can I get a motion for item H?
So moved.
I'll second.
Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Ms. Conforti,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And myself, vote aye, 5-0. Item I, approve 24-25 budget. Can I get a motion to approve the budget? Item I.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Bizarre,
Aye.
Ms. Conforti,
Aye.
Ms. Hurst,
Aye.
Mr. Rivas.
Aye.
And myself, vote aye, 5-0.
Six sixteen.
Passes 17. 6:16 PM. June 24 school board meeting is now over.